NBA playoff doubleheader. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks, and here we go. Nash, Finley, who's had a great end of the season, across the lane, rejected by Garnett. And Finley got it back and put it in. Indeed, second place in the Midwest, back of the champion San Antonio Spurs. Nesterovic with Nowitzki poking it away. Shot clock at 12. Garnett will go across the lane, doubled inside. Nesterovic.
Well, that's 3 times in some jump shots to create fast break opportunities for Dallas.
Garnett watching Nowitzki. Rebounded inside by Mitchell. Dallas now 1 of 6 shooting in Minnesota, 1 of 5.
And Minnesota in game 1 did a great job of keeping Dallas on the perimeter. All their points, no, not very many points, getting outscored by 14 in the paint. And right now you can see Dallas trying to go inside until Nash pulls up for 3 where he's the best.
Nash knocks down a 3.
Post-up players, Nowitzki and Garnett are the 2 best post-up players on the court, and they're better in the medium range area.
Garnett into LaFrance and toyed with him in the lane.
Well, and it's very obvious with only inside. I like that as a strategy, particularly against his team.
They double Nowitzki. Passes it off to LaFrance for 3, and a rebound by Michael Finley. With a great fake, in fact, 2 of them inside. Michael Finley had started 2 of 2.
Job of defense and made them earn every basket they got.
Dallas by 2. 8.5 to play in the first quarter. Nahara, who for the second consecutive game guarding Kevin Garnett. Finley. Garnett, he's got 2. Nahara defending. And the hustling Serbiak picks it up into Nash. And Wally Serbiak has 8-year-old Sam Mitchell with the inbound. Timberwolves have not hit a 3. Serbiak perfect so far. Tapped in by Garnett. He's got 4.
And I agree. We talked about in the open of Serbiak getting more involved in the offense, and you can see that he's making an effort, and the offense is making an effort just to look for him.
Dallas has 1-3. Nash offers a 2-point shot right there. Nash quickly with 6 points to start the game.
And Steve can get that shot anytime he wants the entire game.
Nesterovic coming off his best game so far.
Underneath the basket, not above. What do you call it? Dallas has a lot of big bodies. They just need to hustle and get in position.
Well, the French got in position right there. Here comes Nash. He has 6. Nowitzki for 3. A big-time shot.
Flip has him out there just to get their offense organized, but good penetration right there and a kick to an open Serbiak. He needs to get as many looks as he can.
Canadian Steve Nash for 3. Oh, right between the eyes.
You know, here's a guy that the franchise gave so much and got in a lot of trouble for trying to sign to an illegal contract, but Joe Smith only played 7 minutes in game 1 and started 63 games.
Garnett with his second block shot. Billups with the rebound by Serbiak, contorts and drives with a foul.
Great effort by Serbiak.
Minnesota by 2, equaling their biggest lead. Nowitzki, Finley, and Van Exel. Rafe LaFrance over to Nesterovic.
So that's the thing.
Percent. Shot clock is down to 7 for the driving Michael Finley. Oh, LaFrance uncovered up in the rafters and hang gliding for 2. What a play.
And Nesterovic came over, thought that Michael Finley might get to the basket, came over to try to give some support, and LaFrance did a great job of attacking the weak side glass. That's what Minnesota's been beating them on.
Timberwolves are shooting 40%. Nowitzki slaps it away. Another Minnesota turnover. They're 3rd in the first quarter. Van Exel the other way. The former Los Angeles Laker and Denver Nugget. Nowitzki. He's hot. He's at 2 now. 5 for the game.
Well, he's so hard to guard because he can catch and shoot, he can penetrate, he's got that long length and can stretch on his shot. A very difficult guard for anybody. As thin as he is, the beating that he takes late in the game, he's going to naturally be tired because of all the things he has to do.
Nick Van Exel, he knocks that down. Van Exel is heard from for the first time tonight. The Wolves were +6 from the free throw line with a minute to play here in the first quarter. Trail by 3. Driving inside, newly instated Robert Pat, the ex-Dallas Maverick player who took a chance on him, and he's been a nice addition with the injury to Terrell Brandon. Outside, Van Exel again, 2 in a row, and Nick Van Exel has come off the bench to put in 4. Serbiak was hot early, and it goes to Nesterovic with the shot clock down to 12. Serbiak has 11. Quick pocket. Here comes Michael Finley, and buckle up for Michael Finley.
I like the fact that he's been aggressive, but you can't get involved with the officials. You got to play, especially a team that runs the way Dallas does. Somebody's got to rotate back.
It's Kevin Garnett in Minnesota. has a foul to give as Dallas comes the other way. 30-28, Mavs by 2.
Wally doesn't want to use the foul, though. He's got one.
The Dallas Mavericks, they go inside to Garnett, who spoon feeds Miskarovich, and back to Kevin, who hooks it home.
Nice defense right there, but
Pick him up because these guys definitely shoot the ball in places where you wouldn't expect people to shoot.
Nowitzki has 5 as he tried to tail inside. It's Garnett who's got 10. Finding Trent, who touches it for the first time, drawn in a double. Garnett left free. Nowitzki went down to double, and Kevin was open.
and they did it.
Here comes Buckner. Inside, jousting with Trent. A rebound by Smith.
See, again, that was one of the few times that they have penetrated to the basket. The difference when Pack is in the game, they pull the ball, they push the ball down the floor a lot faster when he's in the one position.
Trent got it from Billups and muscles in.
Just missed the shots that they've taken, but again, they've got the rebounds and the putbacks. Kind of Iverson-like in his missed opportunities.
Van Exel driving by Serbiak, and Nick Van Exel has come off the bench.
Such a good outside shooter that you're reluctant to go out after him. If you go out after him, he's jerking and yerking and coming into the basket the way he's coming in. That's a hard guard.
Ooh, sweet shot by Kevin Garnett. Second quarter.
And because he's so light, right here, Coach, he goes inside. He can do this some. He's not afraid to go inside, does a good job of shooting over both of the biggest guys on the net.
7-footer for this, a ballet dancer. I need some balls out there.
Finley's out of the game with 2 fouls. They brought back in Nash. Look at Nowitzki slashed in through.
I'll take that ballet.
Right. There's a screen. Again, Nash just gets enough of Garnett right there that he could beat.
Here in the second quarter, it's Garnett to Billups, who's been very quiet, 0 of 5. Trent drinking inside on Dirk Nowitzki.
Use him, but I'll tell you what, he is one tough son of a gun.
Well, they've been worried because they've kept him out of practice last couple days. Trent trying to concoct something inside, and does.
Well, a bit, because I think Dallas is very vulnerable to penetration and posting up.
Shot clock at 2. Nowitzki right through the defense. And a foul called as Dallas is on a 2 of 9 as the playoffs continue on TNT.
Oh, there's Kevin McHale, one of my favorite teammates ever, with the great low post players, and you can tell he's had an effect. And there's the brain doctor, John Niednagel.
The thing I couldn't believe with Kevin this afternoon, is he said Danny used to pass him the ball.
Imagine how it would be with these players in the NBA today.
Nowitzki did not hit that free throw, but he, for the game, has 13 points. A possible turnover picked up by Kevin Garnett. 2 to fire for Kevin Garnett. And a rebound inside by an aggressive Joe Smith, who hits again.
And he's giving them great minutes right now. But you know, there's one guy that we haven't seen yet, and that's Anthony Peeler. Had a miserable fourth quarter the other night. I guess Flip decided to go with
Finley in the side now for Van Exel. Great spin move by Lopez, and a nice rebound by Greg Buckner. A 3 by Nash.
that Nash has gotten off of offensive rebound.
Well, it really discouraged him because they really played a good segment of defense that time. They rotated extremely well, and then Nash just punished them for the mental lapse.
Look at Van Exel. Has hit 5 threes. Minnesota has yet to throw up a 3. There's a 2 by Billups and a rebound by Garnett. Volleyballs it to himself. And a 3 by Billups. Good! He knocks it down. The first tonight for the Timberwolves. Nash and Van Exel have combined for 20. Garnett with 14, Serbiak with 13. It's Minnesota now tied with a nice Rafe LaFrentz play. He's got 6. Timberwolves are shooting 53% from the field. Serbiak, wide open, Lopez for 3. And a rebound by Serbiak, who's had plenty of those in the first half, and a first 24 across the lane. Billups down long distance and nails another 3.
Off a second rebound again. Now basketball player, and Nash and Nowitzki just continue to improve to give him more support.
Minnesota shooting 68% in the second quarter. Gary Trent, Wang Chushu from China. In his second year, picks it up. Nash weaving the other way, rollicking down the lane, throws it out.
Stopping right here, the layups in transition. You know they're going to get the outside shots, but they've done a good job. Just a spectacular play. But
it's Billups finding Smith, jousting with LaFrentz, doubled by Wong. Rebound Lopez. Look at him sky inside. Fighting for it underneath. Lopez digs it out. Serbian converts. He's got another one from outside. 15 to tie Nash. Buckner at the other end across the lane.
That reminds me a little bit of the minutes that Randy Livingston gave the other night.
Absolutely.
You know, just doesn't shoot the ball all that great, but does all the other things. And, you know, this is battle. This is war. You got to go with guys that are
0-2 in one series, only 6 over the many years. Billups got it the lane with the try. Capped by New Orleans State's Sean Bradley. A galloping race with Finley to the other end.
Makes his presence, gets his first time in the game, but that 7'6" arms gets the outlet pass. But you're right, Chauncey shot the lay-in, and he's the only guy back on defense. Serious breakdown.
Buckled up for what should be a scintillating third and fourth quarter. Serbiak down the lane, and a rebound by LaFrance.
But still, he's taking that attack mentality. This is inexcusable, though. Anytime somebody Moses crossing the Red Sea, he would have drowned.
Here comes Nash, tipped by Nesterovic in a 3-on-2. Serbiak, Billups floating inside, looking for Serbiak, and Garnett ends up with the loose ball, shoved, beaten inside, and a foul. Billups goes on LaFrance.
And that's how they've been playing him the last 3 or 4 times they played him, is that switch and an early rotation.
What a rejection by Sam Mitchell playing tennis. Nash with the second to shoot. And a rebound by Finley into LaFrance. And over Nesterovic with the Minnesota foul.
Honestly, very soft inside defensively.
LaFrance for 3. Rebound gobbled in by Kevin Garnett, now with 10 rebounds and 17 points. Here comes Billups. Sam Mitchell. And he clanks one in.
Sam Mitchell's been giving them some good minutes, too. In the quarters that he starts the game, they do a pretty good job, and they execute their offense.
5%. Minnesota is leading in rebounding, +9. Nowitzki. He's got 15 points.
And the big 3 are getting some scoring. Nick Van Exel gave him a burst off the bench.
Minnesota's got 2 in double figures. Garnett with 17. Oh, and rejected by LaFrance. Right in his face.
Garnett's off arm right here. He comes in and tries to clear Rafe LaFrance out. LaFrance still gets the ball and a little bit of arm.
And a lot of body.
I don't know about, oh, no, all arm. I'm sorry, but
He's been posted up inside.
Garnett clanks that last one off. Loose inside. Finally dug out by Nash. He'll fly the other way. Nowitzki with a quick move on the Nesterovic. Driving down the baseline.
I'm just kidding. Handball's a tough sport, actually.
Nesterovic, Smith in now. And knocked away by Nowitzki, picked up by Nash, racing the other way, spinning by Billups, handing to Nahara. Oh, what a play!
Particularly when you play against Dallas, the way they're going to get out and they shoot quickly.
And when you got 4 guys, including your center power forward, that shoot 3s in transition.
Ball to Kevin Garnett at strategic times during the game.
Garnett with a game-high 20 points.
Yeah, Garnett's having a great game, but he's also one of the best pick-and-roll players. And Nash is just feeling it now. He's been feeling from opening tip.
And Nash needs to shoot a few more free throws. Can't let a man just stand out there and shoot like that.
Look at Garnett, dances way inside. Nowitzki with the rebound, that's his 8th of the game. Nowitzki flies the other way, met by the defense of Nesterovic. Under 7 to play in the third quarter. Dirk Nowitzki.
You got to get quality shots for your teammates, and I'd rather have a guy shooting an open shot than Kevin trying to force shots he's not good at.
Garnett is doing everything, John, he can, giving you a different move with every part of his body.
Also on the dribble as opposed to trying to receive it from someone else because of the size of his weight.
Look at Nash. Finley. Rafe LaFrance for 2. Smith out to Nowitzki. 5.5 to play in the third.
And Nowitzki's got to be loving this matchup. I mean, every time he's getting the ball, he's got no stand.
Michael Finley with another 3. He's got 20.
He'll shoot the ball quickly.
Billups with 10.
And Billups has done a good job. He's had a nice game. They've got to get some special performance out of him and Serbiak.
Nash had that ball deflected. Here comes Minnesota. Nahara, Nash, LaFrance, Finley, and Nowitzki, the Dallas 5. And here comes Nash. Ahead to Finley.
And Chauncey Billups can be his Magic Johnson and James Worthy. And it ain't happening right now.
Serbiak. And a rebound by Nahara. Here comes Nash. Dallas shooting 64% in the quarter. Finley barely gets it. Oh, what a pass!
To correct at this point, but you don't have the 24 seconds.
Garnett battling Finley. Swirls inside and fouled as he went to the hole. 24.
And you got to make Dallas start shooting the ball from the outside. They got to start missing something to get you in the open court. You can't be fouling them and losing your patience.
Nowitzki has 17. Joe Smith picks up his 4th rebound. Timberwolves with a sizable rebounding advantage. Kevin Garnett. Minnesota is shooting 51%. Garnett slides inside.
Shooting, but they've got to get aggressive again.
Danny, what adjustments have you seen Minnesota make tonight from game 1?
Well, I like their offense in the first half, but I haven't seen Throwback be involved in the offense in the second half. It's been strictly Kevin down on the low post when Kevin and Chauncey Billups trying to get going on some pick and rolls.
Nowitzki just picked up a technical foul. Nowitzki did. And Minnesota's Kevin Garnett picked up a T2, a double technical. Double technical.
Looked like he was fanning flies to me. It didn't look like he was doing anything that aggressive.
Van Exel inside. Nick Van Exel.
Surgery and the results of the surgery right around the trading deadline, but it was very close that Nick Van Exel was going to be here. That might have been a difference in this playoff series.
Billups slicing inside with Dallas leading
for energy with the defense.
Finley looking for Nowitzki. They change the defense, and Lopez falls away. They bring Trent out on the perimeter. And Nowitzki doesn't need a double team, and he just torched Trent.
On a guy that's much smaller and should be much more mobile than he is.
Oh, look, and he gets a chance to play one-on-one. Does Kevin Garnett get to do this? Come all the way in there and get all the way to the basket?
Van Exel. Shot clock difference of 7 seconds to the game clock, winding down the 3rd quarter.
Well, they're in this 1-2-2 zone, but the height bothers if they get over the top jump shots.
Here comes LaFrance out there with Michael Finley, Nowitzki, Nahara, and Van Exel. Shot clock at 4. Michael Finley. Oh! Michael Finley's an assassin!
That kind of shot, and that's why Michael Finley is special.
He's got 26.
That little turnaround jump shot, I shouldn't say long, but that little, those are long turnaround jump shots is one of his trademarks.
You know, it's a fine line. You know, you want that hustle and energy, but boy, you got to have a guy that the defense honors and a guy that's capable of making 2 or 3 three-pointers in a row to get you back in the game.
A 3 by Nick Van Exel. 102-89.
These guys are hard to guard because of the fact they shoot the ball so well. They don't really have a post-up player. The floor is always open. All of them in a defensive rebound if Kevin Garnett doesn't get it. That's the pitiful thing. You know, some of those quick bodies have got to get in there and rebound.
Throwback missing the 3.
And that's a shot they got to have right there. Wally doesn't get that many good looks.
Nowitzki. Oh! Right between the eyes. Dirk Nowitzki.
That'll create the space, but again, they can't even make an entry pass. He's way past the hash mark, and they still can't make an entry pass. They've got to do a better job of setting up their offense and getting into it.
Garnett with another block. That is a Dallas, off of Dallas as it goes the other way. By their biggest margin tonight of 14 points.
Good job by Garnett coming from the weak side. Finley feeling it. Doesn't see Garnett coming from behind.
He's got 3 blocks.
You know, I think Kevin Garnett's got enough heart, like the song said. I'm not sure they got enough bullets.
Well, I don't think anybody ever question his heart because of how hard he plays. I think a lot of times when you play, just what is happening right now, you know, you got to go out and be able to get the ball, handle the ball, and create for yourself.
And outside to Nowitzki. Double him. You got to go back outside to Van Exel.
Well, if that's not a foul, there is no fouls in this game.
Nick Van Exel. He's been a flamethrower all night.
You have to hope that 6 guys aren't shooting the ball every night. And, you know, even if 1 or 2 guys have bad nights, they still have the weapons.
Garnett with 24 points. Close inside with a right-handed touch. Just tonight, a career playoff high, 26 for Kevin Garnett.
Get out!
It's Nash. Now the mismatch on Nesterovic. Cross court, they've got Nowitzki, who is guarded by a much smaller Chauncey Billups.
Adjustment that Dallas has made is they're attacking the weak side of that pick-and-roll switches. But you know what? They just have so many weapons. I mean,
and Dallas down when Dallas got on offense. Dallas is having an easy time with them on defense. They should make them work a little bit harder, I think.
Shot to Nowitzki for 3. In this 4th quarter, he's got 31. And Nowitzki in game 1 had 30.
There he is, double teamed by 2 7-footers right there. Still going to take the shot.
and foul.
Trying to free him up for a catch on the wing.
Here comes Nash out there with French, Finley, Nowitzki. And a drive inside by Rick for French. And Axel watches from the side.
Shots and helping out inside.
Shot clock down to 8 as Finley surveys. Left down the lane. Barely touched. Tonight with 29 points. Garnett had 21 rebounds in game 1. Outside for Billups, guarded by Van Exel. Here's Garnett, picked up by Nowitzki. The two 7-footers dancing on the side, and a foul called on Nowitzki.
But look at the spacing. They don't have one guy spotting up outside of about 17 or 18 feet.
Nowitzki is gone.
Minnesota's got no complaints with the officials either. Good officiated game on the road. They had their chances. They just ran into a buzzsaw.